Good morning, students. Now we will study about correlation between fabric quality and apparel quality. So, what is fabric? What is apparel? Fabric is before it is being converted into apparel. Apparel and garment are the same things. Apparel and garment are the two similar items. You have to find out what is the difference and why they are invented, why two words are invented, apparel and garment. So that is an assignment for you. I will also do the assignment. Try to find out what is the difference between apparel and garment. So we have to find out, that is more important. So what is the difference between apparel and garment? That is how English language is built. So what is the difference between fabric, what is the difference between cloth, what is the difference between apparel, what is the difference between garment, what is the difference between dress, and what is the difference of all these things with what else are there words for garments, dress, and so many synonyms are there. So what is the difference and why the language is built? I have been talking to you about GRE and TOEFL exams. Please try to find out because in your future career, this is for final year student subjects. So so you need to understand why I am telling. So GRE TOEFL exams are very important for going to America. So you have to complete your ESET. After completion of diploma, you have to complete your write ESET and then go to BTech to Usmania University or JNTU University or Vignan College in Andhra Pradesh, or you can do in IIST, Indian Institute of Handloom Technology, Salem, or you can do in private colleges in Davangere. There is BIED College, PSG College, and there is Ichal Karanji College, and there are so many colleges where you can complete your BTech. So please try to complete BTech, and then after that you have to struggle for the GRE and TOEFL exams like I have struggled for my life. So you have to understand that. So how did I go to America? I went to America with the strong foundation of English. So, and after coming to India, I became Telugu. So that is the problem. I now with mingling of the students for 13 years, now I forgot my English. So that is the problem with the environment also. So environment is also very important. So what is the environment? In temple there will be some environment. If you go to police station, it will be different environment. If you go to railway station, it will be different environment. If you go to Himalayas, it will be different environment. If you go to Ooty, Kodaikanal, they are called hill stations. They are different environments. And if you go to village, it is different. If you go to city, it is different. If you go to America, it is different. If you go to Visakhapatnam, what do you call those? Ports. Visakhapatnam port. And there is Chennai, no, not Chennai. Yeah, maybe Chennai also have a port. I don't know. And there are other ports. Goa might have a port for ships. A lot of. So this is all I am telling because I am deviating from topic. So please try to understand. You have to understand that why so many words are invented. For that I already recommended you the Word Power Made Easy book. Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis. Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis. So I will try to get it. So I will show you right now. I hope this screen is visible to you. So this is the book. Please look at the book, Word Power Made Easy. I have told earlier students also, from 2017 batch. I am stressing more importance on going to America and learning English, and for toppers and for others also it is possible if you work hard. So please understand that Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis is a famous book, and this book tells you about the root words. Suppose education, you know the word education. Education came from educare. Education word came from educare, that is from Latin or Greek. Religion, the word came from religare, re plus legion. So that is also Greek word and Latin word. So the origin of words, the root words, you will learn in this book, and so with that thing, now if you study this book, this is a basic foundation for going to America. Minimum book means minimum you have to study, and there are other Barron's GRE TOEFL books also. So please understand that Barron's, Parrons, Barron's book, that is also GRE, that is a vocabulary book, and this is another book. So what I am trying to stress is, you have to understand that the class is important. If you are a good student, first try to understand that class is important. Next thing is listen carefully. Next thing is learn carefully. Next thing is implement carefully. Listen, learn and implement. So this came from where? Fabric, cloth, garment, apparel, dress. So what is the difference? So please understand that, and after your diploma complete, go to ESET, write ESET, and then complete BTech and try to go to US or UK or whatever it is, and earn money and support India at the end. So that is my introduction to the class. Okay, whatever you say. So now let's go to the correlation between fabric quality and apparel quality. Various studies have shown that there is direct correlation between fabric quality and apparel quality, and poor quality fabric results in excess costs of apparel manufacturing. So various studies have shown that there is direct, on this simple sentence I can talk for 5-10 minutes, may not be for 2 hours. Generally people say that, but I don't have that much confidence probably. So please understand, various studies have shown that there is direct correlation between fabric quality and apparel quality, and poor quality fabric results in excess cost of apparel manufacturing. So this is one word, correlation between fabric quality and apparel quality. So now I will try to speak on this small topic for half an hour. Let's see. This is also an experiment. You know all these things. I do experiments. So on status, I also put statuses where I do experiment on meditation. So meditation, thinking, pondering. How do you become collector? By continuously thinking about it, continuously contemplating over it, continuously pondering over it, continuously working towards it. Only thinking does not thinking do not lead to action. You have to think and then take action. First you have to make sankalpa. I have to become IAS officer. How strong that sankalpa should be? Sankalpam, you know all this. Sankalpam means it's a willpower. Willpower combined with divine energy. Probably. I don't know. I am just telling. So willpower and sankalpa are related. So you have to make a strong sankalpa that I have to become IAS officer or Group 1 officer. For production supervisors, you don't need a sankalpa. And quality supervisors, we don't need sankalpa. You complete diploma, you go there and you will do the routine monotonous job of low level jobs. Low level means they are giving 12,000, that's enough, but it's not equal to IAS or IPS or IFS, IRS, IES. So IAS is Indian Administrative Service, IFS is Indian Forest Service, IES is Indian Engineering Service, IRS is Indian Revenue Service. So all these things are the topmost jobs in India. Jobs. Indian Administrative Service. So that is IAS. So and I told you all these things. So what I am talking? I am talking about making sankalpa. You have to become very strong in your sankalpa, and that no distractions or deviations will come in the life. No distractions or deviations come in the life that will destroy your sankalpa. If you want to become an IAS officer, you have to study at least for 10 to 12 hours. You cannot watch movies, you cannot watch cell phone, you cannot watch your boyfriend or girlfriend, you cannot see your parents sometimes, you cannot see you cannot tour like Goa tour or these things. So you have to make sankalpa. For that you need willpower. For that willpower, what is required? So please think about it. So next, correlation between fabric quality, I told you. So here various studies have shown that that means they are doing research. There are so many researches going on in the world. Various studies may not be PhD research, but you can study for 1 month. Study not in the sense as a student study, that is not I am talking about. Study means the relation between fabric quality and apparel quality can be studied over 1 month, can be studied for 2 months. That means find out the fabric quality, find out the apparel quality, what is the difference, what is the coefficient of variation of the CSP, constant product, tear strength, bending strength, all these things. So you have understood my point. So that means various studies have shown that. So you can become a scientist also. If you are, this is one more thing. I already told you about GRE, TOEFL, and America, UK, USA, UK, Germany, all these things. And then IAS, IPS, IFS, IES, IRS, and now I am talking about scientists. I want to see at least one student, one or two students as scientists in future. As a lecturer, it is my legitimate right to think like that. So you can become scientist. How do you become scientist? Research scientist. Scientists do not necessarily mean you have to invent a new thing. Even in Citra and Bitra, Nitra, Atira. Citra is South Indian Textile Research Association. Bitra, Bombay Textile Research Association. Nitra, North Indian Textile Research Association. Atira, Ahmedabad Textile Industry Research Association. These are various associations where research and development is done on fabrics and apparels and knitting, non-wovens, textiles and whatnot. You have all these things. You know the department. You know the textile field: spinning, weaving, chemical processing. So these are the 4 institutes that are famous for research. So you can become scientist. So I am going to do PhD in as I already told many students, I am going to do PhD in heartfulness philosophy, and I am also will become a scientist, probably research scientist or something. So what I mean to understand, what I mean to tell you is, you can go to US after completing BTech. I am assuming all of you will do BTech and then go for groups exams, UPSC, Union Public Service Commission exam, and TSPSC, Telangana State Public Service Commission exams. And crack the jobs of IAS, IPS, IFS, IAS, IRS, and Group 1, Group 2, MRO, MPDO, MRO, not MPDO, I don't know, maybe MPDO is also Group 2 or Group 3, MRO, and sub-inspector, inspector, constable. There are so many exams are going. If you have a good body, try to go for constable job or SI job and write exams for that. So that is about another aspect of job. Okay. So what I am saying is, research, you can try to get a job or do a research in Citra, Nitra, Atira, Bitra, and you can become scientist, research person in textile industry. So various studies have shown that there is direct correlation. So various studies means who is conducting these studies. So this author is from, I don't know, he is from America. So various studies means American university is also conducting some research. So any university will conduct research. But what I mean to say is, various studies have shown that there is a direct correlation between fabric quality and apparel quality. Fabric quality. What is fabric? What is apparel? I told you fabric means it is an end product of weaving. You don't get a garment at the weaving industry. You get a fabric Fabric means it is a roll of cloth. You know the take up mechanism. So it is a roll of cloth on the take up mechanism. So that is fabric. So what is fabric? So that is fabric. And how this fabric is converted to apparel by garment industry. So garment industry is, so next chapter is about pattern making, spreading, cutting, fusing, and stitching, sewing, all these things. So please understand that. So fabric is different, garment or apparel is different. So fabric is what? It is a end product of weaving. So this should be of good quality. That's what he is saying. This should be of good quality. So poor quality fabric results in excess cost of apparel manufacturing. If you have a poor quality fabric, then you don't get a good quality garment or apparel. So various studies have shown that there is direct correlation. So this is another word, direct correlation. Direct correlation means if you have eaten your breakfast, then you get energy. That is a direct correlation. If you have eaten your lunch, then you will have energy. You will have energy for your 3-4 hours after lunch. So what I say is direct correlation. Direct correlation means direct link. What is the common word used? Direct effect. There is direct effect of fabric quality on garment quality. So please understand that. So poor quality fabric results in excess cost of apparel manufacturing. So this is what it is. So there are some statements by a report of the AMA Technical Advisory Committee concluded the following about the 4-point fabric grading system. So in the last class we have studied about 4-point grading system. So I will just read. Actually I have not read this book earlier. I have read last year, but every time it's a new thing for a research person like me, because every time I look at it in a different way, more productively, more better way, not a negative way. So please understand, a report of the AAMA Technical Advisory Committee. I already told you about AMA. AAMA, what does it mean by AAMA? American Association of I told you in the last class, American Apparel Manufacturers Association. American Apparel Manufacturers Association. You see, I learned a lot of things from these books. You also learn. I don't know if you really are keen in learning, you will learn like me. American Apparel Manufacturers Association. So that is an association. Technical Advisory Committee. So there is an association. For that there are committees. This is what more important. Technical Advisory Committee. In our college, in our SRRS GPT college, we have Student Advisory Committee and other committees. So there are so many committees, and this committee consists of people, experts who are experts in some things. So Technical Advisory Committee consists of technical people who are experts in textile industry and who are at a level where they can give advices, and they form a committee of 3 or 4 people or 10 people and give advice or suggestion or specifications for 4-point grading system. So advisory committee means technical advisory committee. So please understand that. If you I am not able to recollect any other committees right now. There is Technical Advisory Committee and financial committees, accounts, they are departments. Accounts is department. Financial committees. Suppose if you are making a budget, and on that, for example, Telangana government is creating a budget for some Raitu Bandhu or Dalita Bandhu. Then it has to make a finance committee. How much money is required? How many Raitus are there? How many Dalitas are there in Telangana state? And how many people have 1 acre? How many people have 2 acre? How many Dalitas are below economically poor? How many don't have house? How many don't have fridge? How many don't have AC? Not AC, they don't expect AC for Dalita people, because most of them are poor. So what I mean to say is financial committee for Telangana government for Raitu Bandhu or Dalita Bandhu. So they have to make a committee. How many Dalitas are there? How many families are there? How many single families are there? How many joint families are there? How many have 1 acres? How many have 2 acres? What are the other properties they have? What are they doing? Whether they are doing jobs, whether they are doing businesses, whether they are rich, whether they are below economically poor, or whether they are above economically poor, rich, or at the middle level or at the high level. All these things will be studied by government before it gives a scheme or before it implements a scheme. So Technical Advisory Committee, from that we came to Financial Committee. In that I told you some general knowledge that is useful for your life. These are also life skills. So I am reading about the 4-point grading system as told by AMA Technical Advisory Committee. The subject point system can be used consistently, comma, effectively, comma, and economically as an index of fabric quality. The quality grade obtained by this system bears a measurable relation to garment quality. The weighing of the defects as 1, 2, 3, and 4 point defects is sound. The weighing of the defects as 1, 2, 3, and 4 point defects is sound. Sound means not sound light. Electricity, sound, light, electricity, not that. Sound means perfect. The greatest weakness of the point grading system is the difficulty in evaluating seriousness. Using proper precautions. I am not able to understand this, so I am reading again. Using proper precautions, this weakness is not disabling. The general use of this grading system will prove profitable to the seller and the buyer alike. Oh my God. These advisory committees give good, excellent quotations. I like this very much. I will explain this. Please, we have only 8 to 10 minutes. That is enough, I think. So after that, there is so many things. I will leave that for you to read. Hopefully I will explain in the next class. Chuddam. So the subject point system can be used consistently, effectively, and economically as an index of fabric quality. So 4-point grading system is for fabric. It is not for garments. It is not for apparel. Maybe it is also applicable to garments or apparels, but I don't know that. As of now I am saying the 4-point fabric grading system is used consistently. Consistently means, you know, Sachin Tendulkar is consistent batsman. What does it mean? He makes minimum 50 to 70 runs in every match. Mahendra Singh Dhoni is a consistent batsman. He makes 50 to 60 runs in every match. Virat Kohli is a consistent batsman. He makes 50 to 55 marks in every match. So this is consistent means. You understood. Effectively means with more efficiency, and economically. Economically means what? With less money, with poor money, with less costs, so this is what economically means, as an index of fabric quality. So the subject point system can be used consistently, effectively, and economically as an index of fabric quality. The quality grade obtained by this system bears a measurable relation to garment quality. So, the quality grade obtained by this system bears a measurable relation to garment quality. What does it mean by measurable relation? Direct correlation. I told you effect, one word. So that's why I kept this book on the screen. Word power made easy. What is effect? What is measurable effect? What is direct correlation? Correlation is a mathematical word. And it is also economics word. And it is an English word also. So this is known as jargon. 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 Jargon means textile industry have a jargon. Law has a jargon. Food industry has a jargon. Software industry has a jargon. That means technical terminology. What is it? Technical terminology. This is very important. Technical terminology. Jargon means it may not be technical terminology, but here for your understanding I am saying technical terminology. Jargon means, suppose, maybe in sports also you have jargon. 5 minutes. In sports also we have jargon. In yoga also we have a jargon. So this is about jargon. So the quality grade obtained by this system bears a measurable relation to garment quality. The weighing of the defects as 1, 2, 3, and 4 point defects is sound. So the technical advisory committee is saying that the weighing of defects as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 4 is a sound system. Sound system means sound, light, electricity. Not like that. Sound means, even this terminology came into in our colloquial language also. What is colloquial language? In regular usage. I don't know. Please check. After teaching diploma students, I lost my English, but I remember some words. So colloquial language means, please try to get the meaning of it. And now I am talking about what I am saying. So it is sound. In regular life also, he is very sound. That means he has lot of money. Errabelli Dayakar Rao sir is very sound. That means he has lot of money. Or Shekhar sir is very sound. That means he has lot of money. So like that. So what I mean to say is, the weighing of the defects as 1, 2, 3 and 4 point defects is sound. That means it is perfect. It is excellent. The greatest weakness of the point grading system is the difficulty in evaluating seriousness. So they are talking about the defect of the 4 point grading system. He says that in evaluating the seriousness of the situation, it is not up to the mark. Using proper precautions, this weakness is not disabling. So we have to take some precautions so that this weakness can be enabled. Enabled means it can be enabled, disabled. Disabled means not working. So suppose somebody's leg is not working, that means disabled person. we say that disabled persons. Disabled. Enable means enable. Disable. Able means ability. Dis n. En. Dis. Disadvantage. Disable. Dis is the root word. Enable. En is the root word. So I can talk so much. So it doesn't matter how much I talk, how much you understand, that is more important. Thank you.